This is part 2 of Catherine the Great. If you haven't watched part 1, go check it out. Catherine the Great promised Muslims more serfs and amnesty for convicts if they converted to orthodoxy. But when the Legislative Commission of 1767 offered them seats and promised religious protection, many Orthodox peasants felt threatened, burning mosques in protest. To quell the unrest, Catherine chose to integrate Islam into the state. In 1773, the Edict of Toleration allowed Muslims to practice freely, build mosques, and make the pilgrimage to Mecca. She established the Orenburg Muslim Spiritual Assembly to regulate religious affairs, controlling mullahs and their teachings. Catherine also aimed to settle nomadic Muslims by subsidizing new mosques and towns in 1785. This was part of her broader strategy to organize the empire and bring nomadic peoples under Russian control. In 1786, she integrated Islamic schools into the Russian public education system to further control the population. For Jews, Catherine was inconsistent. After Russia's first partition of Poland in 1772, she restricted Jews to the Pale of Settlement and imposed taxes, offering incentives for conversion. She sought to assimilate Jews into the economy, but limited their participation in certain economic sectors. In 1785, Jews were declared foreigners and taxed heavily, marking a distinct separation from Russian society. Under Catherine's rule, the Orthodox Church also faced challenges. While she allowed religious freedom for various faiths, she reduced the Church's power, expropriated its lands, and cut its budget. Monasteries were closed, and the clergy's role in government was significantly diminished. Her reforms also affected education, separating church teachings from public schools and initiating a secularization of Russian life. Catherine was known for her numerous lovers, elevating them to high positions before pensioning them off. Her reign saw an increase in spending on the court, and she distributed serfs generously. Despite her controversial personal life, she was a strategic ruler, keeping her lovers close but always prioritizing her political ambitions. Her final years were marked by disappointment when a planned marriage between her granddaughter and the King of Sweden fell apart. She died on November 16, 1796, from a stroke, leaving behind a legacy of political, cultural, and religious change. Her funeral was grand, with her body laid out in state, surrounded by the symbols of Russia's towns, as mourners came to pay their respects. Catherine the Great's legacy stands as one of the most remarkable in Russian history, shaping the empire into a formidable European power and transforming its social and cultural landscape. Her reign, characterized by enlightened reforms, religious tolerance, and strategic territorial expansion, not only modernized Russia, but also solidified her as one of the most astute and visionary rulers of her time. Catherine's patronage of the arts, literature, and education brought Russia into the intellectual and cultural fold of Europe, while her diplomatic skill expanded the empire's borders, securing its place among the great powers of Europe. For more information, subscribe.